Backstage at Ovo, Cirque Du Soleil's Ovo, now playing here in Houston, and we've been talking to some of the people involved with the show, kind of giving you a preview, and now we get to talk with one of the performers. Okay, now I promised that I was going to not butcher your last name. Okay, it's Carl Lecrier.
Yeah, that's it.
Am I close?
Yeah, almost there, almost there. Just the accent.
Well, okay, she was my coach. You got to get her, Marie Claude, who's our guide today. She was the one that was trying to coach me on that one. Carl, welcome to Houston. Have you been to Texas before?
We were in Dallas last month.
Okay.
But that was my first time in Texas.
I should say I'm sorry that you had to spend time in Dallas because Houston's better. No. So what do you think? Not cowboys everywhere, except, well, this time of the year because of the rodeo, yes, but...
Yeah, but it reminds me a little bit from the suburb of my own town, Montreal.
Okay.
Because it's really big, a lot of free space, highways, and everything. So I feel a little bit home. It's just warmer. Yeah,
it's a little bit warmer. Fantastic weather, though. You picked a good time to be here. Now, you are in the touring production of Ovo. How did you get involved with Cirque du Soleil?
Before I was doing competition, trampoline competition. So they called me when I finished my career to join the show. So we're 11 crickets now, all trampolinists or people that did competition before. So that's how we all end up in that number in this show.
Somebody told me that you're actually performing with some people that you were competing against.
Yeah,
How's that working out?
But it's a lot more friendly now. Before we would just hang out together at the end of the competition and talk about what happened and everything. But now we just challenge each other on the trampoline. Hey, look, I did a new trick today, and do you want to try it? And you're like, no, you're crazy. I'm not trying that one today. So yeah, the good friendship ended up because we knew each other before.
You are involved in a scene that I absolutely love, and I've become a huge Cirque fan over the years, so this is about my 8th or 9th show that I've seen with Cirque du Soleil. I absolutely love it. But part of the scene that you guys do reminds me of a show that I saw in Florida called La Nuba, where you actually guys go up this wall. I've seen that. How fun is that? It looks like you're going halfway, then you go back down, then you go back up, then you... Which, if I did that, you'd have to have an ambulance on standby. But you guys make it look so easy. It's got to be so much fun, but a lot of training.
Yeah, we had to train 6 months prior to starting the show just to get used to that, having a wall beside the trampoline. And it was a lot of coaching. Some coaches came from Orlando to teach us how to use the wall, to go up and down. And
see, I knew that.
Yeah, it's the only difference with Orlando is our wall is 5 feet higher than theirs.
Well, Shay, see, that's why you're better than they are. Again.
I wouldn't say that, but...
Yeah, well, you just did. I did. Anyway, but I mean, it's got to be fun. I mean, night after night, you guys are doing this performance, and you guys feel from the audience the energy, and obviously your energy that you have on stage. Can you just tell when the audience, when you do one of those moves, do you just kind of go, yeah, that's me, I just did that?
Yeah, there's a few moments that are kind of I would say, punchline in the number. And when we get the big applause and the big screaming, it help us finish. Because our number is at the end of the show, so sometimes we're really tired and we're like, oh, am I going to do it? And everybody's screaming, so we push it and we try to go higher and higher. And at the end, when we do the big bow, it's just a relief to hear everybody happy and standing and clapping, so it feels good.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the energy is amazing. So, but I mean, as far as like the entire performance of Ovo, the storyline itself is really what you make out of it. When I talked to somebody with the show originally, they were like, well, it's based on insects and life and things like that. But then I've seen Ovo now, and my interpretation is completely, it's just about having a good time and how you look at things. That's my perspective. What does Ovo mean to you?
To me, for sure there's...
And don't say a big egg.
No. There's a big egg, and the egg we can do a philosophy thesis on it, but that's something else. No, when I do the show, I just think about a lot of colors, a lot of energy, because we need to run. And if you put the show side by side, all the numbers, you just like looking, you open a rock and you see under, okay, today I have a spider, so you have a spider act. And then suddenly crickets jumping all over. And through that you have the love story to make it go continuous. But yeah, everything is just flashes of nature with a lot of energy, and you're like, how are they doing that? I cannot believe.
Okay, so the big question, how cool is it to be a performer with Cirque du Soleil? I mean, come on, man. Cirque du Soleil is no joke. I mean, it's huge. Everybody knows Cirque. You're one of the stars of the show. That's got to just make you feel cool.
Yeah, I'm really happy and lucky to be here because you've seen the act. It's an amazing playground for acrobats. 3 trampolines, another one that's like 40 feet long, the huge wall. So for an acrobat to be in Cirque du Soleil, that means you're gonna have amazing acrobatic toys to play with. So yeah, it really feels good to be here.
It would take me a lot of beer to actually get on a trampoline. No. Well, listen. Okay, here we go. Carl Leclerc.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what he's just saying that. Part of Ovo, Cirque du Soleil now, man. Thanks for talking to us.
Welcome.
Welcome to Texas.
Thanks.